This is your instructional video for Tuesday, April 21st for this week's work. We can first see here your learning goal is that you can explain the impact religious zeal and mercantilism had on the age of exploration. So by the end of this work today, you should be able to do that. I would like to highlight that right here, in order to get to the work, you can just click on the bookmark here and it will bring you right down to the work for today. So the first thing you're going to look at is why would religious zeal or enthusiasm impact the age of exploration? One thing that you need to ask yourself is who are the people who are exploring during this time period? Primarily, they're Europeans. And the Europeans are going to have a particular religion or belief system, and that is going to be Catholicism or Christianity. And as they are going to explore, that is going to impact their desire to explore even more, primarily because they're going to want to spread their religious beliefs to other individuals. And so I want you to take a reading of this area, look at where they're coming from, and then give me the explanation of the impact of that religious zeal. And then you're going to also go to another cause called mercantilism. Mercantilism is an important word. It basically means that they were trying to set up a favorable trade for their countries. So whether it was Spain or Portugal or England, France, it didn't really matter. Whatever country or whatever kings and queens were in charge of sending out the explorations, they wanted to set up a system of trade that benefited their country. And so if they were taking over new land or colonies, they would want to exploit the resources from that area, bring those resources back to their country. And then what they would do is a lot of times they would take those resources and they would make things out of them and sell them back to the colonies. And that's mercantilism. It's a favorable system of trade. So if I go and I take over a land and it's got a bunch of animals there that have furs, really nice furs, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the people that are there, that are colonizing that area and that are now settling there, to kill those animals, send the furs over back to my country. I'll pay them a little bit for it, not much. And then when I get those furs, we're going to process them and we're going to make them into hats and coats and nice clothing that's going to be very expensive, and I'm going to sell that back to the colonies. So basically, I'm exploiting their resources, creating something more expensive out of it and selling it back to them. That's mercantilism. It's a system of trade that's favorable to the mother country, or the kings and the queens of Europe. And they're going to set that up. So you're going to read about that. And I want you to answer the questions that deal with mercantilism. And then you have this last thing called the synthesis talk. And so we want you to write a paragraph in which you explain why you believed the age of exploration started. I want you to use all 4 of the causes above. So 2 of them were from today and 2 of them were from yesterday.